Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we will share with you 90 important words in Part 9 on the new N400 application. So please watch and learn them to take your interview more confidently. What does claim to be a U.S. citizen mean? To say you are a U.S. citizen. What does register mean? It means to sign up. What does vote mean? To elect new leaders. What is a non-resident alien? A person who is not a U.S. resident. What does file a tax return mean? To send tax paperwork to the government. Do you know what owe taxes mean? To owe the government money. What does owe any overdue taxes mean? Didn't pay taxes on time. Tell me what the Communist Party is. No freedom, like Cuba or China. What is a totalitarian party? A political party with total control. What does communism mean? A political party with a lot of control. What is a totalitarian dictatorship? A political system with total control. What does overthrow mean? To remove a government by force. Do you understand what unconstitutional means are? Methods that are not allowed by the Constitution. What does unlawful assaulting mean? To attack someone illegally. What is sabotage? The act of destroying something. What is a weapon? Like a knife, gun, or bomb. What is explosive? A substance that can explode. What does kidnapping mean? Taking someone by force illegally. What is assassination? The killing of someone famous. What is hijacking? Taking control of a vehicle by force. Do you understand what threaten means? To tell someone you will hurt them. What does conspired mean? To plan secretly with other people. What does incited mean? To encourage someone to do something illegal. Do you understand the word torture? To cause great pain to someone. How do you define genocide? Killing a whole race. What does kill mean? To cause someone to die. What does injure mean? To hurt someone. What does sexual contact or activity mean? Touching private parts of someone. What is religion? The belief in a god or gods. What is suffering? Physical or mental pain of a person. What is a military unit? The official army for a country. What is a paramilitary unit? Like a military group, but is not official. What is prison or jail? A place where prisoners are kept. What is a prison camp? A place where people are forced to stay. What is a detention facility? A place where people are forced to stay. What is a self-defense unit? A group that protects a community. Tell me what a vigilante unit is. A group acts like the police, but are not the police. What is a rebel group? A group that fights a government. What is a guerrilla group? A group that uses weapons to attack the government. What does to be detained mean? Held in custody by police. What is weapons training? Learning how to use a gun. What is paramilitary training? Learning how to fight in combat. What is military type training? Learning how to fight in combat. Can you define enlist? To sign up into the armed forces. What does to be confined mean? To be kept in a place. What does commit mean? To do something wrong or illegal. What is an offense? A major crime. What is a crime? An action that breaks the law. What does to be arrested mean? Handcuffed by the police. What does to be cited mean? Given a ticket by police. What does to be charged mean? To be accused of a crime. What does procure mean? To find a prostitute for somebody. Please tell me what a prostitute is. Someone who has sex for money. What does smuggle mean? To take things to a country illegally. What are controlled substances? Drugs controlled by the government. What are illegal drugs or narcotics? Like heroin or cocaine. What is drug paraphernalia? Equipment to make or use illegal drugs. What does obtain mean? To gain something. What is an immigration benefit? Things like a visa, green card, or citizenship. What does illegally mean? Not allowed by the law. What does gamble mean? To play a game for money. Tell me what illegal gambling means. To play a game for money illegally. What does pay alimony mean? To pay money to an ex-spouse after a divorce. How do you define misrepresentation? The act of giving false information. What is a public benefit? Welfare, like food stamps, housing, education, healthcare. Do you know what false is? It means it's not true. Do you know what fraudulent is? To be dishonest. What is misleading? Giving somebody the wrong idea. What does lie mean? To say something that is not true. Do you know what removal is? Making someone leave the US. Do you understand what rescission is? To take back a decision. What is a deportation proceeding? A legal process for deporting a person. What does to be deported mean? To be forced to leave the US. What does suspended sentence mean? Delaying a sentence. What is selective service? Services in armed forces under law. What does avoid being drafted mean? To prevent being selected as a soldier. Do you know what U.S. armed forces are? U.S. military, Navy, Air Force, Space Force. Do you know what alien is? A person who lives in a country but is not a citizen. What is a hereditary title? A royal title such as prince or princess. Do you know what an order of nobility is? A position given by a king or queen. What is the Constitution? It's the supreme law of the land. Do you know what allegiance is? To be loyal to something. What is an oath of allegiance to the United States? A promise to be loyal to the United States. What does developmental disability mean? A problem with body movement or function. What does mental impairment mean? Having a mental problem. What does bare arms mean? To own or use a gun to fight. What does non-combatant services mean? Services that do not involve combat. What is work of national importance? Tasks that are important to a nation. What is a civilian direction? A direction from a person who is not in the military. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.